Alright, can't sleep, and since I can't sleep, I might as well just go ahead and do this. I'm going to call this my first horror haul of 2020. I picked up quite a few horror books. Most of them are tours. But the first book I picked up, I actually picked this up on the final week of December. It was a few days after Christmas. I was dropping my kid off for daycare just before going to work, and I saw this, Blood Crazy by Simon Clarke, and it kind of reminded me of that movie called The Crazies. And I looked it up on Goodreads, and apparently this was already on my TBR. Well, now I have no excuse not to read it because I have a physical copy of it. Yeah, it's just about, like, people going crazy and wanting to kill their kids. So, yeah, this sounds very much like a couple of horror movies I've seen. I can't remember what the other one was, but there was one I saw not too long ago that were, I think, was it, Nicolas Cage and somebody else, but that film was pretty interesting, so it's kind of, it might be fun to read this. There were some other Simon Clarke books there. There was one that was about vampires that I should have grabbed, and I don't know why I didn't grab it. I was like, it was early, and I was super tired, and I should have grabbed it, and I went back for it, and it was gone already. So yeah, that kind of sucked. My local library has, like, a donation cart where people can donate, like, old books, and somebody must have donated their Brian Lumley collection. I saw this, and because it's kind of hard to find used horror books in my area, so I jumped on this, and I was like, man, I gotta grab these up. Even though it has been probably 20, 30 years maybe since I read Necroscope, but they had Necroscope 2, Necroscope 3, Necroscope 4, and Necroscope 5. Now, the dilemma I have is, because it's been so long since I read Necroscope, should I reread Necroscope, or should I just go in and try to read the rest of the series? And to be quite honest with you guys, I didn't even know that Lumley had carried on with the series and made that many books. Like, he even does, like, these offshoots. There's Invaders, Necroscope, and there's Necroscope's Defilers. And there was a couple other Lumleys that weren't based on the Necroscope series, but there was Demogorgon, and there was Psychomech, and Necroscope Resurgence, Blood Brothers. I grabbed it, like, somebody must have donated their whole Brian Lumley collection, because, like, most of these are Brian Lumleys, and yeah, there's another Bloodlines and the House of Doors. So yeah, I don't know how soon I'm going to get into reading these, but, you know, if you've read any of these, I would love your feedback on them. Like, should I go ahead and read the Necroscope books without rereading the first Necroscope book? Do you think I should check out Blood Crazy and read that? Because I'm willing to read and review any of these sooner rather than later. If you've read any of these, let me know what your thoughts on them are down below. Of course, as always, I will put up the book depository link, and I'm going to put up a link for the Lumley books for Amazon, if you guys can help me out, help out my channel by picking up some of the books from those links. It does help me out, not getting AdSense. So every little bit kind of helps me out. If you came here looking for book reviews, go ahead and hit that subscriber button. While you're there, hit that notification bell so you're well aware of when I upload again. That's all I got for you guys. Kind of a short little video. I didn't really want to talk too much about the books. To be honest with you, I'm kind of out of the loop when it comes to Brian Lumley. Like I said, I didn't even know he carried on the Necroscope series like you did. When I read it back in the day, I thought it was just going to be a standalone book all by itself. So, and I was a teenager when I read it, so that was a long time ago. But that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Until next time, later.